Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the second episode of the Rotherham United career mode. Now today we've got 3 games in this episode. One against Reading, another against Brighton in the Capital One Cup, and the third game against Huddersfield. But as you can see there, early on against Reading we do get a chance to go 1-0 up, but it was just saved by the goalkeeper on the near post. Not much of a chance, kind of like a half chance really. Not much really in that, but that is all that actually happened in that first half. Not really much to really talk about. Kind of an uneventful first half, to be honest. But getting on in the second half, we do actually get a decent attack going down the right hand side with Ledesma. Manages to cut past Obita very nicely and whip it into the box eventually, and it is met by the new signing Clinton Massa from Anderlecht with a nice little finish there for a fullback, which is what we wanted him to do, really get up the pitch. He's a bit too forward, he's playing almost like a striker there really, but it was a decent finish nonetheless from the, I think he's a Belgian right back, I could be wrong there. But anyway, back onto the game. Reading get a decent little attack again down the wing. Both wings are being exploited very nicely, and a good ball into the box met by Vidra, the ex-Burnley man, which makes it 1-1 in 60 minutes to give both teams something to think about really. A nice little header. Camp couldn't really do much about that, and that is how the game ends in the end. 1-1 at the end, and to be honest, both teams could have got 3 points out of this. There was chances both way really, but to be honest, not really. There were like half chances really, nothing to really show. They were the two only proper chances that either team got. But getting into the next game though, we have got Brighton and Hove Albion in the Capital One Cup, which would be quite an interesting game to see if we can actually go on a cup run of some kind, see how far we can actually go in the Capital One Cup. But getting in the box there, Danny Ward early on gets a good shot away, headed away by the defender, but it is headed in very nicely in the end by Emmanuel Ledesma, who definitely on FIFA 16 I think is probably one of Rotherham's, maybe not highest overall. I think he's like 66 rated, and another is 69 and 68 rated players in the Rotherham team. But in terms of how he actually plays on the pitch, I think he's actually one of my favourite players. He just seems to move so smoothly and just fluid. He's a really good winger in my opinion. But a good shot away there by the loanee from Ipswich Town. Shinnie gets a nice little shot away to give the Brighton goalkeeper something to think about. But at half time it is 1-0 to Rotherham. We are leading in this cup tie at the moment, which is really good for us to see if we can try and go on to win this game. But going into the second half, James Wilson, the Man United loanee, manages to get a decent shot away. Lee Camp manages to parry it away. And on the attack again, Brighton and Hove Albion get a shot away, and Lee Camp again makes a pretty solid save, keeping it in this game at the moment, Lee Camp. But into the 90th minute, deep into the 90th minute, Brighton and Hove Albion get another attack, and Kyle smashes that off the crossbar into the bottom corner, and it was a fantastic finish and heartbreaking for Rotherham players. But late on, well not late on, just before half time in extra time, we do manage to get a shot away. Barcelona play there from us, but I do not know what the Brighton Hove Albion goalkeeper was doing. He just had an absolute nightmare in the end. They did finish like that 2-1, and we do go through to the next round in the Capital One Cup, which is absolutely fantastic. Hopefully getting a Capital One Cup run going against maybe playing some Premier League teams, seeing what we could be up against if we do get up to the Premier League. But early on here against Huddersfield, we do get a decent chance there. Just didn't manage to string that final pass together to put Clark Harris through on goal, unfortunately. But at half time it is 0-0, not really much happening apart from the half chance in the first half where we just didn't manage to get the chance. But in the second half we play through to Clark Harris, who is in space, manages to get shot away, and unfortunately none of the players there could get a decisive touch on it to put it towards goal, and that is how it ends, 0-0 against Huddersfield. Again, a point. We could have got a lot better from that game. We maybe do deserve a bit more. We did get the better chances in that game, but unfortunately we just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. Now next episode, the first game will be against Leeds United, as you can see there. And then we do also have a very interesting Capital One Cup tie against Tottenham, which will be very interesting to see how that goes against a Premier League team. But if you have enjoyed this episode, guys, and if you do want to see more, then be sure to hit the like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe for more FIFA 16 content, PES, and any other Xbox game really, Rocket League and all that. So if you have enjoyed, be sure to hit the like button down below, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you later.